Welcome to The Real Truth About You. This is a show where we're going to discuss and help you discover the real you. This is the maiden voyage of this show. We're the flagship right now, episode 1. Gotta admit, I'm a little bit nervous right now. Never really did this before, not live, and this is live, the recording process. What I want to talk to you about today is something I'm really, really passionate about, and I thought I'd go with something very passionate so that I can sustain the show. I want to talk to a particular group of people, and they're people who are probably very similar to me, and they're people who seem to get into something, and then they dive head into it, like you're diving into the deep end. Learn all you can, do it for a while, and all of a sudden you're off to something else. You're learning something else. Is that you? You've done that multiple times in your life? People tell you, hey, stick to one thing, buddy, and you just can't. Well, I guess I'm talking to you, and that's what this show is about. I remember, probably one of the biggest things I remember is going to my father-in-law's house when my kids were a bit younger. We have 4 kids, and I remember I would go there for Sunday supper with the family, and I would say, hey, I've just decided I'm going to be a pilot. And it was something I've been interested in for so long, was airplanes. And he thought that was pretty cool, and one thing and the other. And then the next week I'd come for supper, or a couple of weeks later, and hey, I'm going to be a police officer. I just decided it, and I've studied all about it. Something I really, really want to do. And you know, and after a whole whack of career choices, he finally said to me, he says, why can't you just pick one thing and stick with it? And I thought to myself, I don't know why I can't do that. And I actually went away thinking there was something wrong with me. And so many things in our culture are set that way. You go to school and they say to you, hey, what do you want to be? What's that one thing that you want to be? And I had the problem when I grew up, I didn't know what I wanted to be. I was into so many different things. I was head over heels into music. I started playing in bars and pubs when I was like 14, 15 years old. And I thought that was it. And then I got into photography, and I was head over heels into that. And I thought that was it. And my mom always said, hey, you need to get a real job. So then apprenticeship. And, well, I knew that wasn't it. But still, into so many things. And now I'm in this current time, to 2016, I am 56 years old. And I have got a resume that looks like a restaurant menu. Now, if that's you raise your hands up. Because, you know what? You're normal. I always thought I was abnormal. I thought there was something wrong. And I really thought that I couldn't fit into life. And what I found was there's a group of people who are just like that. It's the way they're wired. And I found out through a Myers-Briggs personality test that I wasn't somebody who could just fit into the mold. And then I found out through another online test called the Colby A test, which really opened the door for me, and found out that I was a person who was an innovative type of person. I come up with the possibilities. I'm the dreamer, the vision maker. And I found out that I need to have 17 things on the go at one time and never finish any of them. So even with this talkcast that I'm doing right now, this show, who knows where it's going to continue? Or episode 1, will it quit at episode 5? Will it quit at episode 2? Or will it keep going? Will I have other people on board here? We'll see. We'll take it as it goes. When my friend says, well, it is what it is right now until it isn't. And so that's what I'm doing. It is what it is right now until it isn't. So anyway, but I just want to encourage you that you are not alone. There are a whole group of people like me and like you, and just waiting to be discovered and discover each other, and that you can develop careers around what you do and all the different things that you do. And the beautiful thing about what we're doing is that we can adapt very quickly into situations, because we're so good at adapting into different situations. We're so good at researching because we dive head over heels into things. We're so good at getting things done. And I find for me, I'm the great project starter. I'm the guy that comes in with a vision, gets it on the go, rolls the ball forward, gets the airplane off the ground, and gets it in the air. But just don't ask me to keep flying it, because I'll be off starting another airplane up somewhere else. And that's the kind of thing I do. And if that's the kind of things that you do, then you're not alone. I just want to encourage you. The beauty about who we are, and I've heard the term called multi-potentialite. I saw that on the internet. You go to puttylike.com, and it's puttylike.com. And I think it's Emily or Emile. She'll be able to tell you about who you are, because she's one of them too, and she's got this forum going or something. Anyway, but you can go to her website and check it out. But one of the beauty things that I read on her website was innovation really happens when two or more of our interests intersect. And it's that intersection point that innovation takes place. And we're the people who move those kind of innovations forward. So kudos to you. We're the people who start things and get it going. We're the ones who start businesses and then hire other people, and then we move forward and start another business, or we do something else. We're into so many things. It's so interesting. And I always say my motto was always, or whatever you call it, for my life was always, the only thing consistent in my life is diversity. And so that's what I'm at. Diversity. I love diversity. Anyway, this show is very short. I just want to tell you, it's just me yakking away here. I just want to tell you that you're not alone. If you're like me, you're not alone. And whatever your personality is, whatever your type is, whatever you're really into, hey, if you're true to yourself, be true to that. Be true to who you truly are. That's a lot of truths in there. But be true to who you are. Right? Don't spend your time wasting it trying to be somebody else. And don't waste your time doing things that other people tell you should be doing. Because that ain't where it at, baby. All right, so I'm going to wind up this podcast. There'll be a lot more of this coming up, a lot of this talk coming up in future podcasts. So anyway, I just want to thank you for listening. We're at 8 minutes and 16 seconds here. So I'm doing this on my iPad. All right, that's what I'm doing it on right now. So this is what I'm into right now. Is this talkcast, podcast, radio show, whatever you want to call it. It's words on the air. So thanks for listening. I'm Will Sinclair, and I'm hoping to see you around in other shows to come. We'll have lots of different things about helping you to be the real you. Thanks for listening.